If you just clicked on today's video, most probably you want to have the freedom of working from anywhere and living life on your terms. You might think starting a business can be capital intensive, but today we are going to bust that myth for you. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to start your agency without spending a single penny. So let's dive right into it. We always try to break down our videos into chapters, so you can find the table of contents with timestamps in the description below. I highly recommend you save this video for later reference. In today's video, we'll cover 4 main things: what you need to start your agency, how to reach out to clients, how to get paid, and what you need to deliver your services. First, let's talk about starting your agency. Many people give up before even starting because it can seem overwhelming. In many people's minds, starting an agency requires registering with a government or professional body and spending thousands on fees. While laws vary by country, as we own both an agency and an education company for people that want to have an agency, we've gone through this process ourselves. But you can easily do a quick Google search or contact an accountant to help you with the registration of the company. It's super simple, and many people tend to freak themselves out about it, but the truth is that the government wants you to pay taxes, so they won't make it hard for you, okay? All you need to do is register as a sole trader in the beginning until your agency starts earning around, depending on in which country you live, but when your agency starts earning around $10,000 a month, that's usually when it's worth starting a company and operating it through the company. Apart from that, every month you just need to calculate how much you made, subtract your expenses, and pay a percentage of the profit as taxes. You can look up an online calculator to figure out the exact rate. Also, ensure you have a separate bank account just for your taxes. It is that simple. The government is happy when you pay and declare your taxes, so they won't make it difficult for you. Now, when it comes to starting an agency and picking a name, let me show you an example of an imaginary agency that provides leads. So let's say we recently chose a name for a company that generates leads for home insulating companies, and we decided to create a logo for it. Now, you can always use ChatGPT to find a name for your agency. I use canva.com to design the logo and download it for free. You don't need to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on a brand designer when starting. Our agency has gone through a few logo redesigns, but when we first started, we didn't even have a logo. We simply typed out the name in Times New Roman font, and when you're starting, these things don't matter as much as outreach and getting your first few clients. Later on, if you want to redesign your logo or website, you can do so, but for now, focus on getting your business up and running in the most cost-effective way possible. Next, I'm going to visit Wix.com. Wix is an easy-to-use website builder that's perfect for beginners. Wix lets you sign up for free and browse its collection of website templates, and you can create a website for free using these templates. Designing your website is super easy. You can drag and drop your logo and customize the text. However, please note that Wix free websites use a .wix site in the URL and display a banner ad promoting Wix at the top of the website. But if you want a professional website with your custom domain, you can use Wix Lite Plan, which costs only $17 a month. Now that you have a legitimate agency, it shouldn't take more than a day to pick a name, register as a sole trader if you haven't already, and create a logo using Canva. Creating your website may take another day depending on how much time you spend fiddling around with the text and design. So let's say it takes you 2 days, and then you should be able to get your agency off the ground. Now it's time to start finding clients. To do that, you're going to need a way to reach out. Here's where Gmail comes in handy. I know you might be cynical and say that you can't email off a personal email address, but when we first started, we didn't even have a website, let alone a professional email address. This is just to tell you that you have no excuses, okay? When we started the agency, for the first 6 months, we had no agency name or website domain. My point is that you have no excuses. One thing I would say is that of everything you can spend money on when you're first starting, the highest ROI is a business domain. It's $10 to $15 a year and comes with a business email that costs around $5 or $6 a month. Please prioritize this over using software like Pipedrive or Slack when bootstrapping your business. There are some powerful tools that you can add later once you're making money, but if you can't afford $15 in your first month to get a business email and domain, that's fine. However, having a business domain and email has a great ROI, so I strongly recommend it. If you want to create a personalized email address, it's cheap and easy to do. First, go to Google Domains and type in the domain name you want to buy. If your preferred domain is already taken, you can still get another high authority domain for just $15 a year. Then when you check out, you'll be given the option to buy a custom email through Google Workspace. This means you get a personalized email address instantly for $6 to $7. With a monthly cost of $6 to $7, you get the entire G Suite ecosystem. Finally, consider setting up an Instagram account for free. We recommend using Canva to create high quality graphics for things like testimonials. However, you shouldn't spend hours and hours doing this. Instead, create a batch of 5 or 6 pieces of monthly content for your agency's social media. Once you reach a certain point with your agency, you might not even need to update your Instagram for a year or two. But when you first start, it's nice to have something there on Instagram so clients can find you and see that you are active. Make sure to add a bit of personality to your graphics, like a photo of yourself or something unique. Remember, when working with agencies, clients want to see the face behind the business and get a feel for who they are working with. This is a good piece of advice to keep in mind. Now that you have come this far into the video, I congratulate you on taking a route that not a lot of people take. Most people just go through life the way they are told by society, but you have taken matters into your own hands. Next, we will learn a lot of advanced stuff, starting with one of the most important ones, that is how to get paid. I recommend you watch the video until the end, as I'm about to reveal a lot of golden nuggets, so stay tuned. It's time to set up a way to get paid, right? Because when you start reaching out to clients, when you start setting some meetings, you'll feel on these meetings whether they're 1 meeting closes or 3 meeting closes. And the culmination of all of these is signing new clients and getting paid. Exclusively do Zoom or Google Meet meetings with clients, even potential clients, and charge all of your clients online using a payment processor like Stripe rather than bank transfer. And here's what I want to show you. You may have to pay a fee of 1.5% to 3%, but it's worth it. Having a client's credit card information on file and being able to charge them automatically every month is potent. You can include this in your standard agreement with the client. When we started our agency, we used bank wires for almost 2 years and it caused a lot of problems. Even if we delivered outstanding results, late payments caused client friction, which we didn't want to deal with. We wanted to focus on providing excellent service and not worry about collecting payments. Finally, it's time to start delivering your service. There are 2 main ways to do this. The first way is to become an expert in your craft by watching hundreds of videos, learning the necessary skills, practicing them, learning from your mistakes, and gaining experience over time. While this is the traditional way of doing things, it can be time consuming and may result in losing some clients. As a business owner, you know that time is money and this method can take a lot of time. It'll make you work in the business and not on the business, which will keep you in the rat race. The second method is known as drop servicing. This method involves hiring specialists to work for your clients while you enjoy the profits. This highly scalable and flexible approach allows you to try out new services without putting in a lot of time or effort. With a lot of competition in 2024, I recommend going down this route as it enables you to serve your clients better. This is the way that gives you the freedom you seek. It has helped us earn an extra $8,200 a month by only putting in 30 to 60 minutes of work every month. Those who excel at finding and selling unique services and marketing have an advantage in the industry. They are in a stronger position compared to others. This is why some individuals work at big scale agencies for minimum wage, even though these agencies charge their clients a lot of money every month. Some people prefer to focus on their craft, while others prefer finding client sales and managing the business. Most contractors prefer to concentrate on providing the services they can deliver themselves, whether it's Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, email marketing, or other services. Therefore, your job is to find these contractors and add a markup on their services, similar to how Airbnb charges a service fee. It's essential to understand that even by paying a contractor, you can do so without any out-of-pocket expenses. Many agencies follow a payment structure where they receive a payment from the client at the beginning and pay their contractors at the end of the month. This is an excellent way to maintain strong cash flow. Now that you have learned the basics, let's recap and look at the costs associated with starting an agency. Here's a breakdown of the expenses between the free options I've mentioned before and the more premium versions. You register as a sole trader and create a logo on Canva, a free website on Wix, an account on Instagram, an email with Gmail, get paid via bank transfer, and deliver the services yourself. You spend a total of $0 to start your agency and get paid. But let's say you're having a little cash and you want to start your agency up properly. You can do all of this, including registering your business as a limited company and buying a professional domain for less than $500. This is why we love building agencies, not only because it's an incredibly profitable business model, but because of the low barrier of entry. Many other business models require a couple of grand at minimum to start, which may only be feasible for a few people. Your main takeaway here should be that even a 12-year-old could do this, and so can you. So ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now your action step for today is to comment below about the story of signing your first client. How did you contact the lead? What service were you delivering for them? And what was your overall experience of signing them? And I'll see you in the next one.